Okay, here with a jubilant Loui Fazakerley and the new Welling United manager, as was announced in the week. We got there in the end, and that's the main thing. Loui Fazakerley, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, exactly. It's not the way I would have liked to do it. I would have preferred to win. But yeah, the result at Bristol Rovers made it academic. So yeah, just happy to finally get over the line.
Did you know about the scores coming in at Bristol? Because obviously they were 3-0 up at half time, and do you think that had an effect on our performance as well?
Well, the coaching staff, we knew, but we didn't inform the players, so I don't think they knew. We told them to go out there and finish off the job, and we were looking to win the game. It's just a shame we couldn't do it.
We started the game really on the front foot, and I suppose that was the message, to go and take the game to the opposition.
Exactly, that was our message. You know, it was important to start the game very quickly, and I thought we did that. But then we stepped off a little bit, literally, and allowed them to play on the front foot, and too many crosses came in, and we tried to address that at half time. And I thought, you know, in the second half we had enough chances to draw the game, even win the game. But you know, they scored an absolute screamer, and if you lose to a goal like that, I guess you can't be too sad, considering we got over the line anyway.
Not wanting to put a negative on a positive day, but would it have been nice, knowing that Everton effectively lost, that we stayed up more than just goal difference? Is that maybe a little bit tinge of negativity?
Yeah, 100%. I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm sure the disappointment will wear off very soon. But yeah, the intention was to win the game and just put any seeds of doubt out the you know, the question. So. It was just a shame that, you know, we couldn't get an equaliser at least. We had enough chances at the end, that's for sure.
Let's put the game to one side now. It's done and dusted. Let's talk about the weakness. The weakness being announced as new Welling manager. Now, was that announced a little bit with obviously the news that Jamie Day had been given the sack at Ebbsfleet, and had you been given the job before his news had broke? Yep,
we were informed on Sunday evening that we had the job for next season, but our decision was we wanted to hold off. You know, giving the news until after the game in an ideal world. We spoke with the players. They knew from Tuesday's training session, because it was important to speak to the players we look to retain for next season before the weekend. But with all the speculation with Jamie's sacking, we decided to make the news public ahead of the game. Yeah.
Have you spoke to Jamie at all?
Yeah, I've spoke to him a text message, and I just told him I was disappointed at the news, and he won't be out of work for too long. I've spoken with both Ash and Frosty as well, and yeah, just told them of my disappointment. But like I say, I don't think they'll be out of work for too long.
And looking ahead now to next season, have you got players in mind? Have you got sort of a wish list? Because I think, you know, perhaps one thing that a little bit people have been a little bit wary of is the amount of contacts. You've obviously this is your first managerial role, so just to sort of alleviate any doubts in people's minds as regards to bringing players in, have you got a list of who you know and who you want to bring in?
Yeah, the main thing is we need to speak to the players that we want to retain. We've informed all of them of our intentions. It's just a matter of sitting down and tying things up. But then also we do have a list of targets that we want to bring in for next season. Contacts has never been an issue. I've been involved in the game at this level for a long time now, losing track of how many seasons. So you know, over those years I gained many contacts, and we've got a list, and we look forward to trying to finalise our squad sooner rather than later.
I was going to say, have you got a deadline on when you want to get the players that are already with us signed up, and then you can start talking to new people?
Yeah, just as soon as possible, really, because yeah, like you say, it's important to get that out of the way, and then look at the guys we want to bring in, the new faces that we want to bring in. So it's just a matter of enjoying ourselves this weekend, and then getting back to business Monday morning, and trying to sort the squad out as soon as possible.
And how much pride do you take now being full-time Welling manager? Obviously you've been with the club, like you say, a long time, and how much pride does it fill you with to be the Welling manager?
Yeah, I think it's 7 seasons now. I'm losing track, and you know, over that time there's been a lot of ups and downs, and this is another up, massive up, and I look forward to the next chapter, which is me as a player manager, because I still intend to play. I just need to focus on getting myself fit, And if I do manage to get myself onto the pitch, I fully back Matt McIntyre and Paul Barnes to manage the team and take care of everything off the pitch. Yeah, it's just a matter of myself getting fit again for next season, really.
Sum up the season, it's been a mixture. We obviously lost Jamie over Christmas. I don't think that situation's worked out any. You know, we've come out of it probably the best with us staying up. Absolutely, certainly haven't benefited in any shape or form. We obviously then had Jody Brown come in. He didn't do the, you know, what happened. Where was the turning point though for you? When did you think we're going to get out of this?
Well, yeah, Jamie's obviously, I think it's been 6 seasons now, and I've had a great time playing underneath him, and we've had some great success with him. So it was always going to be a big blow to lose him. Jody Brown came in difficult circumstances, and it didn't quite work out for him. As soon as we were given the opportunity, we had full faith, me, Matt McIntyre and Paul Barnes, we had full faith that we could turn it round. Just because we knew the impact we'll have on the boys in the changing room. We knew that it will be the intensity on the training field and the atmosphere around the training ground. We knew it would lift and it will improve. And I guess you look at the Gateshead result, the performance there, especially second half performance, was absolutely massive. You know, to go that far against a very good team, and to go 1-0 down so early in the game, it was backs against the wall. And I'll be honest and say we were lucky to probably get out of that half 4-0 down. You know, but we only kept it to the 1. And second half was a great performance from the boys, and it just showed the togetherness, and it showed the impact that we had on the boys. And we never looked back really from then. You know, we went away and got a great win at Lincoln, which obviously got our first win of 2015, and then we faced a very, very tough run of games. Barnet game didn't go too well, but I think the main thing is that the boys learnt some lessons from our defeats, and then we go away to Woking, which is a tough place to go, and get a great draw, you know, going 2-1 down in that game. So it shows that the boys, they played for us, they gave everything they had, and it was great to see that. And then obviously we've had a nice run of games, these last 4 games. You know, it's been a nice run of results. Today wasn't the greatest, but the win at Kidderminster, the win against Wrexham obviously put us in a great position.
We've done it, we're staying up. Welling United v Tranmere Rovers happens next season.
Yep.
On behalf of all of the media team, thank you very much. Go and have a good summer.
Yep, thank you. Cheers, thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Here, the Welling man of the match, Michael Chambers. We lost the game, but mission completed. We're staying up.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I'm a little bit disappointed, to be fair. I think I've been brought up to be a winner, and I always want to win games, whether, you know what I mean, we're going up, we're promoted or whatever, I want to win. So a little bit disappointed, but I'm happy for the boys. I'm happy to stay up and keep the boys in the league for next year. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
I said to the gaffer, we started the game really well, and to be fair, you could play that game 10 times and we win it 9 out of 10 times with the amount of chances we had. Just didn't go in the back of the net, did it?
Nah, I think I said it to some of the boys at half time. I said, like, even throughout the game, when you're on top, you kind of need to score and you kind of need to take chances, because there's always going to be a stage where they're going to have a bit more of the ball and they're going to create a few chances. So I thought at the early stages, if we scored, I think we'd have carried on scoring and we'd have got 2 and 3 and 4 and whatever. But I think sometimes the ball just don't fall, and sometimes it just didn't go in the back and hit in the post and whatever. I just didn't go in today. It's one of those days.
The second half, it kind of felt like an end of season, what's the word, not a drab kind of dreary drifting away from us, and it's taken a screamer to kind of wake the game up, hasn't it?
Yeah. I think at half time, I think a lot of the boys obviously heard it was 2-0 to Bristol and whatever, and obviously it's hard. I think you obviously, all the boys kind of seeing the end of the season, they're thinking about, you know what I mean, it's been a long year, all that type of thing, and I think that did play a part in the game, especially in the second half. And I thought if we obviously had scored in the first half, I think the second half would have been different. We'd have probably maybe sat off a little bit more, but yeah, I think I'm happy for the boys at the end of the day, and it's not the best result, but I'm happy to stay up and, you know, play in the league next year.
Obviously you was here under Jamie, and then you come back under Faz. Can you see similarities in the management style? Obviously Faz is a sort of a graduate of Jamie's management. Can you see a little bit of Faz in a little bit of Jamie in Faz?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I did come back. I think obviously Jamie did like to play football, but obviously he knew there was times to do it. And then obviously I think obviously Faz is exactly the same, and Maka and Barnsley, I think they're great coaches, and I think the way I like to play, they like to play it the same sort of way, so it suited me. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons for me coming back.
And is there any chance we could see you in a Welling shirt next year? I mean, have you spoke to Faza?
There's been a few conversations, it's still ongoing, and we'll have to wait and see. You never know what the future holds.
You've enjoyed your time?
I've loved it, loved it.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your contribution. Really appreciate it. I'm just going to bring in Jonathan Henry.
Do you think your performance today justified man of the match? Yes,
I think it did, to be fair. I thought I was decent.
We are staying up.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Cheers.